everything I hold. Don't know what it takes to make it through the day. Though I'm standing here, let you walk away remains my greatest fear. I'd like to be a voice without a way, like a melody that floats above any wave. But I'm coming down just like a cannonball. Yeah, I'm coming down just like a cannonball. Now I believe that you are not yet free, but I've got this fear that I'm not either. In my bones, you see. So we can only hope to hold the others strong, and in the arms of grace will be your love, will be your song. Love.
Rossi gonna peek mid, lands the first kill in.
He tags him down with the re-peek. See now the re-aggression from Rossi will not be anticipated. He gets one, can he get the save? Yes, he does. Kami goes down as well, and it's a shooting gallery as he gets the ace.
Rock pushing in through shot, and he's gonna long spray down UMP, gets the kill. After the second kill through Monster, continues spraying away, gets the third. Fourth kill coming in as well, but goes the plan. No, he's just gonna clean it up. Ace for Rock and FS.
Deal a 1 versus 3. Mounia is up close to expecting him to peek through this off angle, but not really peeking into its skills. Can go down. Yes, he does. Deal somehow finds it working. And no, Rossi, not today. That's a pincer towards side as Super uses Mother as distraction and sprays them all down. He'll spray double headshots and it's the ace.
Finds the first, and looks like they're gonna continue peeking him from the boiler. He's gonna find the first two.
They can choose to return fighting but Papa really aggressive. He gets a wild spray off, but he 3 hits on a negative and he gets taken down immediately by Kappa. Ages experience my friend as he gets them all. Of ace.
Pushing through, HB manages to find the first one, taps away a headshot. Away through the smoke, does find the third in flashbang. Looks like he wants to continue pushing in. Into construction, finds the fourth. Continues with the third. He's not done just yet. The ace for HB.
He goes down, gets the refrag, and he's holding the line very importantly. He gets another one. Killer goes down. Well, he doesn't need help. Action coming in with action as Invoker gets killed. And how has Ditto clutched this?
Pushing through, spots the first player, an instant headshot. Oh, he finds the second as well. Quick kills coming in, gets it through. Oh, they line up, and now it's down to 1v1. Can he get this kill? Pushing in the CDs, and he does. Ace clutch. Okay, pushing through the smoke. Blizzard re-peeks back out, gets the first one. They continue pushing up, relocates back in towards pit. They're coming in through apartments. Flash does nothing, and he's gonna get the first. Gonna continue spraying away, gets the next as well. In pit, completely ignored, gets the fourth. Toss back around, and that's the ace.
So much damage from this position, gets the first kill but doesn't know what's heading his way. Razor, he goes down as well. No backup from Macho, but who needs backup from Macho when a Twist is cleaning house and it's the ace?
He's spraying in through the smoke, not gonna find anyone. The nade though is just good. In fact, Blade ends up going down to the Molotov. Punty goes through and he's on point. Assassino's down. And he expects the push here through electric. Bunty on point. He's found 3 now. Can he clutch this out? He finds the 4th as well. PK is going to be on the bomb and he finds a Bunty with the ace.
Onto SRA, GGL with that shotgun can do a lot of damage. He gets 1, he gets 2, can he get the 3rd? He gets the 3rd, he gets the 4th, and some beautiful G moments played.
Charging down with the Mac 10 is gonna find one. And he's gonna continue towards apartments. Finds the second as well. Switches to the M4. And now the T's in with a chance. As he looks for more. To apartments, they peek through. He finds the third. The site here, but there are 2 players behind him. Oh, it's done back around. In time the whip comes in and he peeks to small. The ace, perfectly done.
Look at this position, he could get around 4 of them. Oh my goodness, Jaguar!
There's backup available. Free kill up it. Car flashes come in. In comes the Molotov, but he's not blinded up. He gets the first. Tapping away, gets the second as well. And the third, just walking in one by one. The beacon, the edge of the smoke. He finds 4. Last player up. Pushing up through shot and it's gonna tap away. There you go. The headshot comes in. Ace.
Carmel, so much damage. Free kill, the only person alive. And can free kill clutch this 1v3? 28 seconds on the clock. He's going for the plant. Now this is going to be a savage play if he's able to do this. Gets the headshot onto Tito. 2v1. Is the Molotov ready? No, they don't have that. A beautiful lineup coming in for free kill. Shooting away with that deagle, but Master Zera is there for that trade. He's coming towards the side. Made a lot of noise. One that spray down by Master Zera. Wow, that play.
Lead with the AWP trying to his jungle, and he actually finds the opener. Partial overextends and he gets the tag, but his team has come down to a grinding halt. He needs to find a way back into the side. Ribby's jumping up, not really sure if that's the best decision to make, but he's given an opening and he's gonna capitalize. Fox, he falls as well. 1 versus 1, the clutch! It comes in at the best moment possible. Haku, the opener, can he get an open? No, he gets opened up. Both of them fall to Babu as it's gonna be a theme of the game. No, Goku, he falls as well. Babu, he needs to step up and he's doing it beautifully on for the ace. Will he get it? 1 versus 2. Hunt you down. This is the moment you would be hunt down, but Babu, he missed the spray. It is possible for the clutch. No, the ace. Switch, holding off until towards bench, and he actually gets a drop on easy, but the refract should be coming in at any moment. The double peak, he's holding the line and he wastes them. All of them fall and he gets another one. How did he get the last? As he holds the side.
Skills with the AWP through mid. Wide peak finds the first. CT's gonna drop the smoke down. Skills all the shot through the smoke. And they're gonna push him through arches. He finds the kill in, and they're gonna just peek through, and Skills with the re-peek finds the fourth. Skills, can he get the ace? Yes, he will.
They're hearing so much footsteps, but very tight angles being held by Shibs. Gets 2, should be able to get the 3rd. No, should not have the nade in the hand though.
Again, really dicey moves coming in from East.
Hold your line.
Gets the first and he gets the second. Shibs nets himself 5 kills.
Abyss spraying away, gets the tag in the nade though, should be good, and he peeked through and he gets the second. 2 kills in. Is he gonna look for more? Yes, he will, and they line up. All 4 end up going down the CDs. They're gonna go pushing and they're hunting him down. And that's gonna be Abyss with the ace. Already up at connector, and Doppler walks straight into him. Bombs being planted, and he does not find the kill the first time. The second time around, pre-fire finds lightning fast, and he's going to repeat back again, and he finds Meg. Can he get the last? Yes, he will. Wonderful clutch in, and he will get the defuse.
Opening away, press, drops from connectors, finally going in their favor, unless a Quake comes in from the back line. Zero Cool sports the last play to his jungle, but that's the AWP in action. He doubles up, he finds a way back in this round. Macho coming in 1 versus 1. It's gonna be the AWP on for the clutch. The smoke comes in though, allows him to plant up close and personal. The flick comes in.
Logan with the incendiary drops it. They're going to continue pushing in. Oh, he gets tagged down to 5 HP, but he does find the first kill. And he just barely managed to make it back to stay. It's very low HP. He finds the first. Oh, he manages to survive. But now he's going to move back. They're pushing in through connector. He finds the kill. Can he find the 4th? No, he can't. He misses the shot in. But he up and connect in the corner, and that's the C4 down. Janmeister 1 HP, and that's the ace clutch.
Making coming in for an overtime, but Storm, he's not leaving anything. As 2v3 tapping away. Storm gets a beautiful 3k. He's going to get the 4th. Is he? He can get the kill onto Kevin. He does. 4K for Team Havoc Storm.
Kevin with the AWP lands the first flick up at Garage. He spots the second player up and Silo gets the second kill in. They look for more. The flick is good. He finds 3. Kevin looking for more. The push comes in. He finds the 4th. That's the C4 down. Demond up at toilets. Finds the first. The second. Oh, they're walking 1 by 1. Tap, 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 tap. Bye bye.
2 versus 4 now. Things are getting really bad. Storm coming in. He has them lined up. He gets 2. Can he get the 3? He does. 80 HP's all this order. He gets the clutch. 1 versus 4. Beautiful job from him.
Maybe that could go for the quick run, but they don't get mowed down through the canals over there. Trade is there, however. Only 1 kill was got. Oh my god, 2 kills. And they're getting the plant as well. All of a sudden, things not looking that great for Unknown Esports. 1v2. Sentry makes it a 1v1. And all of a sudden, Prop taken down as well. Goes for the fake. And he takes him down. What a crucial clutch by Sentry over here.
He might just be caught in their act. Fall in, close range. The Glock is obviously favored and the man advantage is neutralized. Through. Neo's already low from the get-go. The headshot comes in nonetheless. And another headshot follows through from Vulture. 2 versus 4 now. What here? He is successful in that time. A beautiful one-tap on a Proton. Knows exactly where Sentry is. Yes! The quad kill comes in. Fight 11. Keeping Wooden Ninjas in this game.
Charging through, they lose the first player, but the Mac 10 charge up by Nims finds the first. He spots the second player out as well up at short, switches to the AK, cleans him up, and with that, Elements have control of the B bomb site now. And Nims is not going to stop, he's going to go charging up ahead, finds the third. He's holding the CT rotation through, and he's going to thread the needle with that spray, finds the 4th. Elements now 1 kill away from taking the win. Nims spots the last player out at mid, and that is it. Charging through, finds the first. He's gonna continue pushing up, and the T's, they are ready for this. He's gonna find all 3. Imba with the aggression, and he's possibly jumping down, and the C4's down as well. And he finds the last E. Tap, tap, tap. Nims with the nade. Up at ramp, he spots the first. T's, they're just coming in 1 by 1. They all go down, including the C4. Nims holds strong, and he's gonna find the 4th as well. He's gonna go towards hell. T out in the open, gets the ace.
Of their own, King 1 versus 3. After that kill, can he find any more results? Yes, he does. Another headshot comes his way, and he's making this possible. Flickflop holding the angle with the AWP. He misses the shot. Ryuk on the defuse. No, he comes off it. It's a 1 versus 4.
It looks like it's going mid. And is he going to catch flashback? He might just catch flashback over there. No, he gets non-stop instead. But yes, indeed. Oh, Raven with a nice kill on to surprise. Oh, can he tag? Oh, he can get the tag as well.
He got it. He gets the double. Deep smoke might suggest the peak.
Oh, he gets the ace. Beautiful play coming in. Oh, he gets the first kill onto King towards toilet entrance. And he's looking at the second. He's able to get put your trust in. A nice flick onto boxes towards CT. And the plant is going to come in. No, he's going to wait and hold the line. Beautiful flick around. He's almost got him there. Tapping with the Glock. Gets a beautiful 4K.
person down. Aiden gets a kill into his arches. Infamous is all alone for the whole. The spray comes in, he gets all three! Through the cart, sends them packing home as it's a 2 versus 2. He does have a defensive smoke though to cancel the wall top, but who needs a smoke when you have raw aim? He decapitates Aiden as well. Let's see how he decides to play this one. The fake is in. The headshot is out! He gets the ace clutch! The EWP to his name gets the kill, completely blind as bad. Sherry jumping on top, will be able to find the kill on the blur, courtesy of the damage done by RSN. He somehow brings it into a 1 versus 2. The bomb dropped right on top of B apartments. Trying to find the drop off on Atis. And a beautiful headshot to do so. It doesn't lose an ounce of HP. Will be able to bait out a plant, has a smoke to reposition. Scavenger, he doesn't need a smoke. He scavenged himself.
Pune 5 pushing through. They're gonna double peek LXGTV. And they drop him easily here. Sheriza, he hears the CT pushing through apartments, peeks through. Perfect timing there. And he's gonna push in towards the A-bomb side. Spots the CT in the corner. Finds the third. They drop the smokes. That should be the C4 going down. He's gonna continue pushing through. Finds another up at CT. This is it. This looks like it is all curtains here. 1v3. He gets taken down.
Line 13 to 0. He's been a crucial factor for his team. Now they're going for a fast B play. Look at that. The AUG, the spray down is in. Could be an ace. He needs to just tap away over there, but he's going to get taken down from the side. A 4K with that AUG.
Close line through the walls. Oh, Sneaky goes in with the peek. Who needs walls? Thorium gets ripped apart through one. KR is sitting deep in the side though. P50 not going to come to much use of his hands. Expecting Sneaky to go on the peak. The Deagle is out and well, RJ eats a 45 cal to his head. Here's him on the jump. Shroud spotted in through dark. Spam does a lot of damage, but he knows the doctor is close. Gets the kill. He is on for the ace. Shroud. 8 points of health. We have a Kobe!
Bullets in the magazine, you need to land them correctly. But Invincible is invincible. Beautiful 4K in just 2 seconds. Invincible with that beautiful ace.
Be a home team, but let's see how it goes. DB starts up good. 2 cracks, 3 cracks.
Wow! Beautiful 4 frag coming in by DP.
And I've got deploying the smoke. You can't go too fast here, but Adios pushing through the smoke. Adios to you, my friend. Goes down and I've got aggression through. Doesn't know about the boost, but he's too fast. Sentry goes down as well. Pushing through a long. WD not really sure how he fell. And I've got immediate to the kill. 2 visited to post plant. MF God still finds the kill on DP. Lee just selling the bait and DP is buying it. MF God reaggress and he finds the ace. Beautiful job. Sorry, he's gonna be pressured from all corners. Does get the first one to DP and this pre-consent. He nets himself to all 3 and the clock is out. A clip of the AK and the clip of the week at the same time. He regrets his eyes close, he just decapitates him. Smoke, good for 1, but he should be really wary on the repeat. Going in, very slow, he gets the double! Ice Close that shadow, 1 for Rack, he falls as well! It's only gonna be formless, but he's like a DP, hopeless, 5-3. One go play really aggressive here. Rizo good for 1, good for a 2nd and a 3rd! No matter who hell, and Rizo gets the 4th. On for the ace, he's pushing in through 6. He doesn't mind it, the ace comes in. Jin aggressing into connector, Kraken, he's cracked open. Man advantage for Astralis. His demon in the form of good push. Jin from the back, like he likes it, gets the kill. 3 versus 3. No utility on the CD side though. He's the hyper aggressive bitch. Gonna get one. Oh, Jin! Another one tap. He's going insane right now. Dep, he's down 4 HP. He picks up the AK Jin. He gets yet another. Jin re-aggressing. Dep, his position is spotted out and he gets today's clutch. Who's trying to push it through CD sample. Good for one, good for a second. He's holding the line, but he gets the third. It's actually a second considering Chaos did get the kill, but the hold is still in. From bottom map, Speed Demon not gonna be checking his corners. 11, 10, 9. This is a huge game of cat and mouse with the blue being Tom, the orange being Jerry. Can Jerry get the kill? No, he can. He goes in for the bomb. Even without you noticing, he's trying to buy rotation. He's keeping play logged into the B side, but on the A side, Nico rips them to shreds. Gets both the kill and through apps. Nobody looking to pit whatsoever. Nico allowed to rain terror. He's going for more. He gets yet another. Reloading on their full bullets in the chamber. That's definitely necessary, but he goes for the review, which was unnecessary, but still get the kill.
Flash towards CT and Awaken. Look at Blister lineup coming in, but
He gets yet another. Oh my goodness.
those.
The quad kill.
Flash up at apartments and they're pushing through. They're going to lose 2 before Flash finally gets the trade in. Man advantage for the CT as he pushes through. Flash gonna bring it down to a 2v3. Continues pushing and he's gonna find himself a third. Down to a 2v2. Upgrades to an AWP. And now he's gonna set at coffins and finds the CT pushing through Banana. It's down to a 1v2. Coming through CT there and no problems whatsoever. Gets the ace. Shizuka dropping down. He hasn't spotted the CT there. Finally does. And a second CT pushing through library. He's gonna find 2. CT's piling in one by one. He'll get the third as well. There's one coming in backstab from apartment. He spots him above card and he gets the ace clutch.
Positioning smart as hell. He gets another. The third kill on the rope. Can he get the fourth again? The quick scope on the best. This might be the ace coming in. Re-aggressing into Prodigy. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to yet another edition of the ILG Cup Season 3 Kochi Minor, and it seems like we're already live with the presence of the Grand Finals. We'll get on the way, and WNQ doesn't seem like they're willing to wait. Already pushing in towards B, getting both the entries, but the only thing is the backstab is already in fruition. Sentry! The turnaround headshot on the kill, one hit onto Grace. Makes this a winnable situation now, 2 versus 3. Sunrise Heroics, it's time for NGU to step up, and he's coming in from construction, so they're trying to attack this a split here. But will WNQ be split open? Xantix's head certainly is. Sentry with yet another headshot, trying to push his way in through side. Lobatura! He goes down as well. The quad kill from Sentry, has the defuse kit, and he should have the time. There we go, he does. And that is gonna be the Profits winning out the pistol in the grand finals in the most spectacular of ways. Sentry stepping up massively for his team. Before we do go any further with the tournament, a quick shout out to our sponsors to make the tournament possible. Title sponsor Aliwa, Power Logitech G, associate partner Next Wave Multimedia and Kaspersky, GPro partner Galax, energy drink partner Monster Energy. It is me, OG, joined by Blackman Production. And the Profits versus WNQ. Both these teams had a pretty dominant run throughout the entirety of the tournament. The WNQ faced quite an easy opposition in the semi-finals matchup, whereas the Profits had a little bit of a struggling run. I think it ended up 16-11 as the final score, and now they've already netted themselves 15 grand in the pocket. They've already secured themselves a slot in the regional qualifiers. Now's the chance where we get to see who lifts the trophy in Kochi yet again. The previous time, winners did get knocked out 16-0 from WNQ, so some aspects of it would term them as the favorites. And KO! Both the headshots in the entry as it's only a man trade. The CTs go even. And now the bomb planted. Xantix still has a smoke, so it can keep the CTs at bay and force them to come single file. KO holding it from pit, able to get the down on a Proto, and now the man disadvantaged. The Profits, they need to move and they need to move now. The pacing is a little too slow, and considering they have only one kit, it might just be a little too late. Xantix gets yet another with the Deagle as Batura claims that final frag on a Raoul. The Profits, they did win with the pistols on the back of the heroics from Sentry, but when they do win on the back of pistols, they lose on the back of that as well. WNQ with the Deagles able to rip open the defense put in by the Profits. So what do you think went wrong there, Manoj? Why do you think they did lose to the pistols that round?
I mean, WNQ played it beautifully. I mean, they just rushed in, they just buzzed in, and Profits weren't ready for it.
Exactly, that defense was caught off guard, and Proto, the pistols again chimes in as he finds 2 kills of his own, but there's only one man remaining, and that being Sentry, the danger man in question. But the danger removed from the situation as the rifles do step in for the fray. But mind you, on the back of mere USPs and P250s, they got 3 kills, so a pretty commendable job by the Profits. Now they have a couple of upgraded pistols on the board so that they can go for the rifles in the next round. If they're able to shell out the same amount of damage, it'll be a pretty good showing. And considering that it's already the CT side start, if they're able to get the first gun round under the belt, WNQ might just have it going for them.
I mean, it's a good move from Profits, you know, like not forcing in this round, and they're gonna have enough money in the next round, going for the full buy with full utilities.
Exactly. And utility is something that's very vital, especially in towards B. Again, Banana is a segment of the map where you don't use utility to get an advantage over your opponents. You use utility as a survive. KO. Pressing him through apps, and again, forward positions do favor the pistols, but with the way WNQ have approached this, it's quite methodical. Xantix going in when his teammates de-aggress, there was no reason to do that whatsoever. Ends up giving away a free AK to Proto, who does have armor, mind you, but the rush in towards B, it's all going to be on Neo to hold, and he has the Deagle to do that with. The Molotov comes in, and he has to de-aggress here, but he's going to go through. He's bunny hopping his way through, and I'm not really sure if Batura will expect this or not. Still missed the coffin. Nade is down. There is the headshot from Leo as it keeps the man advantage neutralized for now. NGU with the nade, not far enough. Actually, didn't hit the mark at all. Grace holding the line into constructions. Good for the first.
Wait,
but
what's a team kill?
Oh no, Rao actually killed Trix. I assumed that would have been kill, but not really what you'd like to see when you do start off the grand finals. But nonetheless, they do manage to do a decent bit of damage on WNQ's economy. If they do manage to win this one out, WNQ will be broke for pennies, and then they can look to perhaps come to an equalizer. Let's see how that'll go down, because now Profits have the AWP. It is on Raul, who is playing in towards the B side, but the only thing is the opposite playing completely passive. Neo, initial engagement taken, but he's down to 32 points of health, and the nades. Double Kobe in just to secure it, and Raul just peeks into the AWP. This is the absolute worst case scenario. Why is the AWP playing passive while the rifle goes aggressive? When you have an op, you need to go for the initial picks. That's what an op on the CT side is used for. Proto through the smoke finds Nate, who tried to aggress in peering above the smoke. Sentry finds Kyo aggressing, and that's the backstab removed from the situation. But the front line's not holding off all that great as Lobatura finds Proto again, consistent with this AWP like he was yesterday. And this just gone from bad to worse. The Prophets might even consider a save in this situation. I don't think they can win this one. Retaking the B side, not really the easiest side to retake, but they do have a decent bit of utility to do that with. I'm not really sure why the flashes are not being coordinated as that well. Sentry throwing the decent flashes in towards the side, but NGU not playing anti-flash for those flashes, and yeah, it's just flash mania left, right, center with every single player missing them.
I mean, they didn't force up the previous round. I thought they'll have a full buy this round at full utility, but they didn't manage the economy well. 4 of them bought Kevlar plus helmet against AKs.
Exactly.
It's not worth it.
It's not worth it. Plus, they initially put a lot of utility into its banana without taking control. If you're going to use utility at banana, take map control, contest for it, survive. That's what it's meant for. But they fall passive, and especially the AWP being on the back lines, it's not really the best of decisions to make earlier on in the round. WNQ, this time around they did force in, and Neo with NGU are going to be on the MP9s. Scarce utility all across the board as Sentry tagged through the wood. Taken out 64 points of health. So early on, and he might just be tempted to trade it off with the MP9 of NGU. The Prophets, they're playing passive all across the map. They do not know what's coming for them, and WNQ are ready to pounce on towards the A-bomb side as they line up the utility in from mid. Defensive utility disposed though. A little premature in all honesty, because no utility came raining in from the T side thus far. WNQ, they have forward positioning here. They're denying Profit so much information and map control that it's going to be very hard for the rotations to come in at the nick of time. Flashing through arches, they want to take this fight and they want to do it as dry as they can, but Proto, realizing the situation, aggresses and de-aggresses perfectly, gets the pick, and that's what they need. Momentum is what they're looking for now. Kyo, they're going to stop the momentum with a headshot of his own. Proto's down. The man neutralizer comes in, which obviously does favor the G side, and now they're going to hightail it in towards the B side. They assume that it might be a rotate coming in, but regardless which side they hit, they will have the numbers advantage. Grace lining up the smoke in through coffins. I hope that's for coffins. I'm not really sure.
A side cross.
That's a side cross.
Towards Hobbit.
Alright, something that you don't really see every day. He tries to go with the plant inside the smoke, but Neo, a little too aware. Raul takes Xantic down in through the side, and there's only 7 seconds left. They need to get the bomb planted down. Q gets the initial kill, but that's all he's gonna find. WNQ, when it looked like they were favored to win the round, Neo, he just put a wrench in the works, and that just shut the machine down. 4-2, the Prophets. They barely won that one. If Neo wasn't in that position, that could have gone a completely different way. But in all honesty, WNQ, they could have cleared the side. They could have committed 2 men on the entry, and they could have forced the bomb plant in with the other.
I think they should have gone in, you know, like...
They should have gone for contact.
Exactly.
But it doesn't seem like they favored that all that much. They do have aggressive control into it. Banana. A lot of flashes being disposed. The smoking through CD. They're going for a fast play now. But I'm not really sure if contact will be good at this range. But the Mac-10 certainly is. Raul down immediately. And the Mac-10 on the double entry. Nate decimates the B defense. And the rotations are in. But how much can they salvage is the questions. And take aggressors through constructions. Takes Proto down. And Profits. The hightailing now. They know that they can't win this round. Suddenly the numbers sway in the favor of the T side, and the Mac-10s, it just decimates CQC. I don't think the Prophets were even remotely ready for that push. do manage to save both their rifles though. Maybe some kind of silver lining. Again, in this situation, the Prophets should consider stacking both the players with the rifles in towards the site and let the rest eco perhaps, but they're forcing in. Now this is high risk, high reward here, because if they do win this round out, they will be coming a little closer to an equalizer. But if they do lose this one, WNQ can widen the margins, and that's something that you really do not want, especially in the grand finals matchup. Mind you, they do have a little margin for error considering it's a best of 3, but they need to have every advantage that they can grab. And Neo almost got them lined up, but Kyo on the other end, he gets yet another. Raul finally stepping up with the fray, getting 2 of his own, and now Lord Batura left in 1 versus 3. Molotov's the bomb, surprisingly. There is a smoke deployed, and the CTs, I think they overplayed themselves here. They smoked the bomb, and now Batura, he can sneakily grab it. Will he be the ninja and go? He was the ninja yesterday. He has a smoke of his own to block off the vision and through CT. The P250 closing up close. Gets the quick shot, not a damage taken, but the nade! A complete failure. 59 seconds left and he trades off to an AWP. He feels that he will be able to individualize these engagements. The Prophets, they need to be very wary as to how they take their engagements. And he's trying to fake it. He wants to head back in towards B. And he split the defense as well. Raul is also lonesome. And he has a lot of time to work with. He can come in through constructions, clear it from the back lines, and Raul knows this as well. Makes a little bit of noise, and now he's given away the game. Raul knows exactly what's up. Will he force the plant here is the question. No, he's going for the engagement, and Raul, he's just playing around with the Batura. Taken out from the back. 20 seconds was all he had a decent bit of time remaining, but did give away a bit of noise. Again, in that situation, you'd rather prefer to walk, because you have control of the information and you'll be able to hard clear every angle, at least in a safer manner. The Prophets stabilized by getting around. High risk, high reward, but they do get the reward in return. But they need to continue on the back of that round. They need to build the momentum and they need to come close to an equalizer. At least that's got to be their short-term objective for now. WNQ. They get banana control, and the Prophets not really putting much of a fight there. They do have forward positioning in through apartments. Sentry just holding a really good off angle. And the oh my freaking god, Raul! What was that jazz? Through the smoke, Nate's got to be feeling it now. Oh goodness, that's not supposed to happen. Again, when you have banana control, you should really not overstay your welcome. All you need to do is deny the CT's map control, not try to overextend and potentially give away the advantage that he gathered. A lot of utility being disposed in towards the B-bomb set as it rushes in towards a distraction, perhaps trying to be bought in by Lord Batura. Might just be good for the kill here as Neo's down to 9 HP, but Sentry is going to be the man in question as he's going to hold in above Hut. And GU finds the kill on a Batura, but the 3-man rotation in towards B, it's going to leave a vulnerability in towards A. Let's see if WNQ will be able to capitalize as Proto gets the first. And mind you, both the CTs are playing in from the upper angle. Proto gets yet another before he gets shut down by Grace, but I doubt he'd expect Sentry here. Sentry posted up in on top of Diggity. Will be able to claim the final frag. And WNQ, their aggression is just being dismantled piece by piece here. You don't really see that same support element that you did see yesterday. Batura not able to go ham on his AWP. And WNQ, they do have 5 rounds for now, but at least considering the meta we're at right now, I'd say an 8-7 favoring the T side might be a good scoreline. No Molotov, Grace, he's gonna burn to his demise. And for those who just did not know what's happening, that was a double Molotov. What happens when you throw 2 Molotovs at one position is, it does double the damage. So you burn quicker than you expect, and I don't think Grace expected that. He looked confused, dazed. Smoking through card and they're trying to flush in through lane. Sentry. Soul Man in through arches, and he might just be enough for the job. Almost gets the third in the form of Nade, but Proto re-aggressing, will be able to catch Nade off guard, guarding towards arches. And now has the bomb drop right beneath his feet. Raul. Look hungry for frags, and well, he's gonna eat Q up. 5-5, the Prophets. They find the equalizer, but what do you think WNQ need to change here, Manoj? What do you think that is a hindrance for them to win a round now?
I mean, if I were them, I'd take a timeout. Figure
Especially,
it out.
yeah, a
Yes.
timeout. Something that you don't really see many Indian teams abuse. Even if you're having a rough start, even if you're having a rough day, a timeout will help you mentally reset and get back into the rigor.
You saw one round where they took apps control and then faked it towards B, but they used utility. They could have just walked in towards B.
Yeah, exactly. They
Contact
gave away
play
the name
towards
of the
B.
game there.
Exactly.
And that really costed them a lot. WNQ this time around, they do have a decent bit of utility still remaining, but they have control. That's all they've been gifted the previous rounds. Profits more than happy to play passive in from sides, as they are getting the rounds. Now you can't really downplay a play that's working, because at the end of the day, CS is not about the right way or the wrong way. It's about the effective way. Sentry on the AWP. We did see him go massive yesterday with 26 frags at the end of the game, I suppose.
Yeah, but he had
26,
24 frags in
at the
the
end
first
of the
half.
first half, and one of the most dominant performances in a semi-finals for ILG. Let's see if he can step up for his team now. Passive smoke from Neo. I'm not really sure if that was planned or not, but it will stop the T's close in that trail. WNQ, they've gone for control all around the map, but they're not making good use of the control. The Prophets, they're not even spreading a bullet here. The defense is not spread all that thin as well. The pushing
Is
through
this the play?
arches. Sentry up close and personal, posted on the situation. Zante gets the better of him though, and now the push in towards B. The mid to B actually works out in the favor of the Prophets by the fake in towards A. Gray's gonna be the first line of contact, but Neo goes down to Batura. 15 seconds left on the clock, but they can punch in the digits, and the Prophets are circumventing that. They're coming in through a
Batura! What?
freaking hell, bruh.
Oh my god.
I mean, like, I have no words. What was that through the smoke? Let's just get a replay of that pretty quick. Damn. Again, you really got to feel for the Prophets in that situation. WNQ, they were praying for a little bit of luck, and Batura got his prayers answered. Again, he's the Lord, so doubt that he'd be praying to anyone. WNQ, they did not let the Prophets take the lead away. But the Prophets, they're gonna be trailing real close, as they do have the buy coming in themselves. And again, Manoj, two players taking up head armor instead of going in for utility. Raul aggresses through, finds Nate, and comes back. And that's textbook CS in a nutshell. Get the advantage, play passive on the back of that advantage. The Prophets, doesn't seem like they're gonna let go of map 1 pretty easily. We might have had a very quiet day 1, Manoj, but it does seem like day 2 is going to be action-filled. Q trying to get control in towards the partners, but does de-aggress, and the worst part is they know exactly what's up. Proto aggressing in through will allow the rotation to come in from NGU, as the hit is going to be in towards B. Both the players posted in through CT, and that's surprising considering that they do know it's going to be a B hit at the end of the day. The boost, sometimes overrated because it is a pre-fired position, and this is an interesting smoke from Batura. He smoked off into its side, so they want to take the fight in through CT. Another smoke, I think a deep smoke in through CT, as the flash should be coming in at any moment. Neo, no flash, vision complete, and well, the mission as well, as they hold the line, and when the flash comes in, it's not even needed. Q down instantaneously, and the Prophets, they were able to hold, but I have to give props to WNQ there. They tried something unique in that fashion. A deep smoke in through CD is something that you don't see every day, and that smoke in through side is easily circumvented by the push in through coffins. So a lot of factors that WNQ needed working in their favor didn't work out here, and that ultimately lost to them the round. And of course, Proto with his perfectly timed aggression, it just doesn't seem like it can be stopped. WNQ Is this the time that they're going to give away the lead? A beautiful boost. This is teamwork at its best. You might not like it, but it's gonna happen. Neo aggressing in through banana, and again, they really do not need to do this. They took aggression in through A, and why do you do it through B as well? Because you'll spread the defense a little too thin, and that's what the T's like it. Divide and conquer. As they do find the man equalizer, which does favor the T side temporarily. And considering that they were able to fake profits around quite a bit, it scares me now. The smoke in through Moto will allow them to push him through arches, and again a mid to B Manoj. This might be the undoing of the profits. Proto though, aware of that fact, watches in through CT, spots Kyo, takes Kyo down to 30 HP though, and it needs the backup from Sentry, who's playing into its side. A good Molotov as Sentry watches above first oranges, and the distracting bot capitalized upon as well as Nate falls to the ground. It's only Xantic remaining, 1 versus 4. An almost impossible situation, and Sentry re-aggressing keeps Banana true to his name as it's the 7th round on the board for the Profits, finally taking the lead in the grand finals. And if I'm not wrong, this is the Profits map pick, right? Sorry, WNQs. So if the Profits do manage to win this one out, they'll be moving on to their map pick of Overpass. Double Molotov into a banana, and the Tease just has to walk through the flames as spray. Sentry gets 2 on the hole, but he needs to come back to safety. The bomb aggressing all to his lonesome as Proto comes in from the back lines, deals with Batura, who does give a dink in return, but that's all he could have given. Nate, will he counterspam? That is the question. Proto on the reload. He might be caught off guard here, Nate. Perfect timing on the peak. Down to 14 HP, the Kyo should de-aggress. He has armor, he has HP, he can work with the M4. But Neo, the flash in, perfect flash, perfect finish as he gets the double into a banana. 8-6. And WNQ, have they just let gone of steam early? Because it looks like they've cooled off a bit. What would you even do in this situation, Manoj? Would you kick up the pace? Because they've tried it. They got decimated at banana. They played slow, they get faked around with.
I mean, they do have 6 rounds, which is, I'd say, quite good enough, but
It's reasonable.
Yeah, another round on the T side would do better.
Exactly, you need some kind of comfort entering the second half, especially considering that the CTs don't always. I think it's a 60% probability that the T side do win out the T side, do win out the pistol round in banana. I mean, in Inferno. Jesus, this map is like a nightmare at this moment. The staple of Indian CS, but in my eyes, a little
Kochi.
overplayed. Not Kochi, surprisingly. At least a unique minor in its own fashion.
Only one Inferno map, you know. I
And
think we had
a
10
lot of
games.
mirages.
Yeah, a lot of mirages.
A frick ton of mirages. And I guess we did have a couple of Dust 2s in the mix as well. Proto aggressing through will be able to get 2 kills of his own, and again this is the last round of the first half, so they need to go down trying. Grace, he gets the double. This is the all important frag. Now he sets up Xantic for the clutch, but will Xantic come up clutch is the question. This pan through the smoke will take Xantic down to 55 points of health. And Neo, not sure if he knows about the bomb drop or not, but he has to take care of the rotation into its B. Xantic aggressing through, NG holding the perfect off angle here. We'll get him down. 9-6, and the Profits. A really good first half coming in from them. WNQ starting off on the CT side now. What do you think they need to do? Where do you think they need to go aggressive? Or do they need to go aggressive in the first place?
I don't think so. I mean, they should play how Profits play the CT side, you know, completely passive. I don't know, just wait for the Thieves to just barge in and just decimate them.
Exactly. And it doesn't seem like the T's are going to be patient either. A quick crush in towards Banana, and considering that WNQ have gone aggressive and through apps, they know exactly what's up. The early rotate perhaps?
It's a nice bait and switch setup in B, you know. Batura playing towards coils and one more playing towards triple.
Sentry still yet to use the smoke, perhaps with the post plant. We'll see how that works out in his favor. Batura going to be hiding into second oranges, and the distraction is perfect. Execution comes in as he tries to find yet another, but Neo quicker on the refrag, and it just adds on to the tally as Neo goes massive for the Prophets, getting the double entry into its site, getting the revenge for Proto's death. As now Grace will need to find something through that smoke. He has to smoke and a kit of his own. You think a ninja is up for the grabs? Maybe. Neo looking to change things. Grace actually takes Neo down. 2 versus 3, and well, the numbers, they just sway in the favor of Prophets anytime a frag goes the other way. 10 to 6. And it's hard to fathom that this was WNQ's map pick. They look a little distorted here. Yes, they did go for a couple of unique executes in towards the T side, but even though they did do that, the Prophets were always ready with the counterplay, and they were ready with the right play as well. WNQ were always shut cold in their tracks, and now, given how slow the CT start will be for them, they don't have many rounds to play with. I doubt we'll see much of a CT side from them. Do you think that they'll have a way to come back into this game?
I don't know. I think they do.
We'll have to see how that works out, because it's going to be on the back of a couple of heroic performances. We did see Batura and KO stepping up massively for their team yesterday, but they seem a little dead in the waters today.
I mean, I don't see why they forced into a smoke over there and a Molotov.
They're trying to perhaps just sell a fake that there are multiple players in towards B. But again, in this situation, if you give it a deeper thought, when there's utility being disposed towards the side, you know that he's going to be solo. That's the reason that they don't play aggressive. That's the reason that they're playing very passive, and they're hoping that you don't barge in. Will the Prophets get the right read is the question, or will they just rely on raw aim? Proto certainly relies on raw aim as he gets Xantic down holding the passive off angle, and he gets yet another. He's being barraged by bullets without him knowing where. Raul, a little slow to support his teammate, but he does end up getting the revenge frag, leaving Grace all to his lonesome. And the Prophets only losing one man is not such a big deal, considering that they still can salvage the AK, but I do not understand why Raul is just running with the Mac 10. Is the AK still up here? I think it should be. He ended up going, where is it? I don't think, yeah, I think that, who's this? I think that NGU did manage to upgrade. So, not an issue there. WNQ, they ended up getting 2 rounds, 2 kills in this round. Definitely not the best situation, but close to the worst, because now they're going to be trailing by 5 rounds. I don't think they should even invest in this round. They won't have utility to work with. It'll be a very hard round for them to escape through. They'll be susceptible to fakes, fast plays, and God knows what. Because the Prophets, they look damn ready to take this one to map 2. It's going to be the AWP out onto Lord Batura, glass cannon as well. Yesterday this man stepped up massively on Mirage, but Inferno seems like a completely different story this time around. Still yet to get rolling. And the control is just given away. WNQ not contesting whatsoever. The Prophets, they have slowly gained apartment's control, and considering that the CTs have come in with an interesting boost, it's all eyes going to be on Xantic, because they're sacrificing a lot to put him in that position. Another passive smoke, and this time around it's used a little too early. Molotov, are they looking to go aggressive on the back of that smoke? Certainly seems that way. Neo, gonna be the first line of contact, but Grace close-lining in towards apartments, gets the first line. The big Xantic stepping up to the fray. The man in question is the man yelling out loud, "Come and get me!" As his only left on NGU, wondered what the hell happened to the rest of his team. Does get the frag on a Xantic, but there's little consolation. Nate will be up close and personal. Posted on the angle, but the flick! Nate is down! 1 versus 2, and this is a possibility now. Kill coming in from the back lines. All that Batura needs to do is buy time here. He does not need to over-aggress. He doesn't have armor. Cannot afford to take this engagement, but then Nate! Beautiful finish! Man, gotta be playing in the NBA because that was stylish. 11 to 7. The Profits. They lose a little ground, but they have a lot more to gain. By a snap of the fingers, W&Q decimates the rest of the Profits, and now it seems like their economy is suffering the same problem. Galil and a Tech 9. Utility looking a little scarce. But the executes W&Q did come up with, although they didn't work, they looked impressive, and I'm thinking that Profits might come in with the same strategy. But yeah, that might work out as the Profits have apartments control already under their belt, and this might just yield them an early A push. With the bomb being in towards B, this is a little tricky. W&Q did try to go aggressive there, but the Molotov will stop them cold at their tracks, and now falling back completely passive. They'll have barely any information to work off of, but Grace aggressing through mid. No support provided by Proto whatsoever. The refrag does come in though, and that's one less defender in towards the 8 side, and that makes it all the easier for the hit. The bomb still yet to be committed to a segment of the map. Now they're going for a split here because there are 2 at each end, and they're still yet to make a move with 35 seconds left on the clock. Again, they're playing this very risky now. They're gambling with the fact that the Profits might get the entry towards either side, and whichever side that they do get the entry on, it might force a rotation or a misplay. Xantic gets one, and now the rotation comes in from the B side. Neo, he's trying to capitalize on the back of the rotation with Kill holding the perfect off angle, and now the T's left in disarray as Nate has a beautiful off angle to work off of. Gets the first on his entry. All he needs to do is buy time here. The dink, it works out in his favor as Batura is close for the response, but he has the AWP. He cannot afford to go in single file. 22 HPs, all that Raul has to work with, and he's going to play this one in from sight. Is he trying to mind game them here? The plant is in towards, oh, he might just pull off an Oscar. I thought he's going to aggress him through arches and come in the long way, but he's holding a good off angle. The first frag on Batura is beautiful, but the 22 HP he has will be an hindrance, and of course it is. Kill, the saving grace for winners never quit to get their 8th round on the board, but again, they're trailing. They need consistency here. They need their economy to be built up, because as soon as the Profits win a round, they'll be able to break the economy of W&Q and post up a decent bit more. With the Tech 9s, they need to go as fast as a shooting star. They need to be as destructive as one as well. The nade will obliterate them, but the dink! Batura is down to 7 points of health. Munching bullets. That's gotta be having a bad feeling. The slow rotate in towards A, and W&Q have realized it as well. Push in through. Spam through the smoke. Grace actually nets himself a free frag, but the re-aggression will Grace be ready. Buddy hopping his way back, but Proto is a little too accurate with the P50. Gets the kill, but the rotation from Xantic will stop him cold at his trail as the defense in towards Spay holds, and it holds rock solid. Nate sprays them down. 11 to 9. W&Q so close away from the equalizer, and the Profits, they look a little dry on that T side. Again, with how beautifully they were able to hold on the CT side, they're not able to replicate the same on the T. The Deep Molotov. They want to go for control here, and Neo already burned down 43 points of health. Luckily leave his life in one piece. The Prophets. They have no control towards Banana, and they're just trying to work off mid-aggression. They do have kind of utility. The CD side, but perfect dodge, Proto! Happy feeds Grace. And now the man advantage for Prophets. A minute left on the clock, and they have all the utility in the world. They do not need to come into the A side as the rotations are already coming from the CT side. So move on to Arches. This might just suggest an aggressive post in towards lane, and that's exactly what they're going for. Batura on the rotate. He's gonna be the X factor here as Zanti gets the first. Batura blocked off by the smoke, and they might just concede this round. Raul actually, wait, what? Sentry burns Raul, and now this round is in contention. They realized as well, Kyo's gonna be on the rotate, but they don't have utility here, so they need to be a little wary as to how they choose their engagements. I think they're misreading the situation. Kyo, for a second he assumed that it might be B. They're coming close here. They still want to contest. They have a kid on a kill, but Lobatura is risking this AWP in the process, and the comeback. It might not end up being a reality as Neo White swings in through Arches, picks up the AWP, and should collect the final frag. Kill comes in with the ding, but that's all he can do on the CT side. The Prophets put that 12th round on the board, and it's been for the first time in a long time where they've actually won out a round. WNQ. Even though they did win 3 rounds in consecutive fashion, they do not have the economy. They were simply not able to keep enough men up. It's going to be pistols on the board. Let's see if they can do damage or potentially even turn the round on its head. As they rush in towards mid, Neo, the first casualty, but they realize what's happening. NGU turning face in from Banana as he mows them down. He's finally going to get support though, but Batura to cut off the rotation as he's leaving NGU all to his lonesome. Sentry down to 12 points of health. He cannot afford to take this engagement. Kyo rushing through the smoke. A little optimistic, but Batura coming into the backline will be able to down Sentry. Now he doesn't have armor, but he does have a Molotov. A possible clutch here as he plants in through library. That's why NGU is going to be rotating in from CT. So they've already set up for the post plant here. And that smoke should be a clear indication for Batura to back off and save. And if Batura does save this, they can go for a fully healthy buy the next round with the AWP being forced up by Zantic. But Batura is optimistic. He has a Molotov. Molotov into its pit. Not aware of the plant, and now he should just leave this. He really can't contest. 26 HP, still attempting this. Optimism is good, but only to a certain extent. Again, he risked a lot there, and should be safe now. What? He still goes down to the bomb. Batura. That is not supposed to happen. Zantic dropping the AWP on Grace, and Batura going on for a max 7. Compared to what we saw yesterday, this seems like a completely different Batura today, Manoj.
I mean, I think it's just having a rough start, you know.
Exactly.
Morning sickness, maybe.
Morning sickness. Proto down Batura immediately, but Kyo comes in with the frag, and he's actually holding the line in for the CT side. Gets both of them in towards Banana as he keeps the man advantage in the board for WNQ. Where Batura's not able to step up, Kyo steps up for the... And he does it so in style. 2 men towards either side, and the re-aggression from Kyo perfectly done. Sentry is down. NGU, he almost got the second frag there. NGU down 14. A 2 versus 3, and this is far from a possibility. A minute left on the clock, the Prophets. Wherever they do go, it's going to be an upward battle. We do trade out NGU with the AWP, and even though he's at low points of health, They're heading in towards the B side. They have a chance here. They have a fighting chance. If NGU is able to get a frag on a Grace, it'll become more than just a glimmering hope. It'll become more than just an imagination. It'll be a reality. But Grace, the pre-fire, the Molotov will hold them at bay. And considering NGU has such low points of health, they really cannot afford to go aggressive. But Grace going aggressive on the back of the Molotov. Burns down to 36 points of health, but now they can punch in the digits. Xantic coming in from the backlines. That flash will definitely be a dead giveaway. But Xantic immediate to the trigger. Downs NGU. The plant not yet come in. Real Raul not being a believer, and he might just get hunted down here. Not afford to go down. Post time, and he does. Worst case scenario, as he will not get lost bonus. Proto and NGU alongside Neo, dead broke. Might even go down to SMGs here. And the Prophets, they're starting to choke. W and Q, they're slowly coming back into this game. The force comes in, the hero AK on a sentry. And mind you, the rest have invested, and it's going to be the Russian towards B. NGU with the CZ going to frontline. There's Lobatura going to be the first line of contact. I think he's going to be the first casualty as well. Goes down early, and it's all going to be left on a Q. He stepped up massively for his team prior, but he needs to step up now. Gets the first, gets the second, but the third spray does not connect. Sentry a little too quicker on the trigger. Maintains the man neutralizer. Here's Xantic jumping in through the smoke. Proto almost landed that frag there. If he had an AK, that would have been done and dusted, but it leaves them in a 2 versus 3 post plant. Neo, he needs another flash from Sentry to go aggressive, but Nate holding out utility at the worst possible moment, switches out of the pistol, and that leads to his demise. Xantic being so low is definitely a hindrance, but the AWP on a Grace might be the saving grace here. Gets the quick shot. Sentry 1 versus 2. This is when the big man needs to step up for the big job. Xantic, not really sure if he realizes this or not, but they might be lining up the spray! Perfectly played from Sentry, 14 to 10. We talk about the big boy plays, and he stepped up with the big boy pants. The Prophets 1 round away from map point and getting WNQ's map pick under their belt. It's going to be a force coming in from WNQ as well. 2 SMGs, an M4, a couple of pistols up on the board. The buy is abysmal. And the utility from the Prophets, quite frankly, scares me because WNQ, not really sure if he can withstand this for so long. Proto gets the initial kill and they do not overaggress. That's the right call to make. And they're playing off each other. Perfect baited switch to get the complete control in towards the A side. And now, WNQ. The same old questions lies ahead. What if you're not a winner? Are you a quitter? The Prophets on the verge of map point. Q does get a consolation frag though. But in the grander scheme of things, it's 15 rounds on the board for the Prophets. And NGU collecting the final frag and the AK. Just the cherry atop the cake. Backs against the wall here. The desperate buy comes in. Xantic going in for the conventional kit, which is required in this stage, but the utility, it's non-existent. A minute 45 left on the clock, and all they have left is a smoke and a couple of flashes. A smoke, a flash, and a decoy. That is, I wouldn't even call that a utility pool. That's just scrapes found underneath the dumpster.
WMQ need to just get aggressive on this round. Maybe just get few pickoffs and just.
I know, at this point you should just gamble because there's nothing you can realistically do with the little you have. And they have gambled, and the gamble has paid off. Proto and Sentry do get a kill each, but that just might give the Q for the Prophets to hit in towards B. Lobatura going to be playing up close and personal while Kyo covers his front lines. Kyo with a dink. It does help out with Batura being able to clean in the close lines. He will be able to fall back. A lot of damage being done on a Neo, but now they're going to keep on the pressure. They're going to keep the pace on. Holding in from first oranges, Raul is going to walk in and he's going to go down as well. The flash perfectly buys time for Batura to go on the repeat, cover his teammates back, and that's going to be 11th round on the book for WNQ, staying alive in the first map of the grand finals. And mind you, this is WNQ's map pick. If they do lose this one, they will go to the Profits map pick of Overpass. An upward battle to a potential championship here. Mind you, in the Chennai Minor, they came so close to making it to the finals, where they did drop off in the semi-finals. I think it was 16-12, something along that lines. But here, they've come a longer way, but in all honesty, they would have had higher expectations. Grace, a beautiful one-way. The Profits, they're not believers. They have pistols, but mind you, Manoj, you have seen this on multiple occasions where the pistols can completely blow the rifles out of the water. The double beak in through apps, and this is what I was afraid of. Grace going down early, the CZ decimating him, and the Molotov failing as well will allow the Profits to clothesline them. A two-man defense in towards A, and I doubt it'll stand for long, but Nate and Xantic spray them down! As they just walk into the blender, they exit with all their juices in the bag. As Nate nets himself a triple kill and a beautiful hold. 15-12, WNQ, they managed to stay afloat. The Profits, they could have invested in AK, but they wouldn't have utility, so they go down to the conventional pistols yet again. WNQ, they still need to respect the fact that the Profits are on map and match point. At any moment, this could turn on its head. And this might just be one of them. No armor on a sentry and on a Neo though. Will they push on the back of that smoke? Yes, they will. They want to get aggressive in towards the B bomb side, but again, the defensive utility from WNQ is out. They finally have a little bit of breathing room. The Profits, all they have remaining is a Molotov. Will they be able to put that to good use? Another smoke. Now it's a problem. WNQ, they've used up all their defensive utility in towards the B-bomb side, and that might just be the place the Profits try to hit. And look at them, they're already grouping up. It's only going to be Neo on the other side. He might just be trying to buy distractions, or he might be working in the back lines, hiding in through arches. Regardless what, it's going to be a hard ask for WNQ to be on the hold. Even though they might have the superior weaponry, they have bare minimum utility to work with. The Molotov in through construction, there's no line in through CT. It's going to be Kyo taking the first engagement, and it's from New Box as well. A very uncomfortable position for many players as Proto gets the first frag. Xantic coming down from the back lines as Neo gets the backstab in, and he's holding the line here. He's doing better than he should have, and Nate falls. This is the worst case scenario for WNQ as it's leaving Grace in a 1 vs 3 with the AWP. An almost impossible situation for him to win. And Raul's re-aggression might just put an end to WNQ on their own map pick, and that is it. 16-12. The Profits, they get their first map under the belt, putting themselves up this much closer to the grand finals. Before we do go for a quick break, a quick shout out to our sponsor to make the tournament possible. Title sponsor Alien by Logitech G, associate sponsor Nextway Multimedia and Kaspersky, GPro partner Galax, and his drilling partner Monster Energy. We'll be back with map 2.
Can't you see that I love you so? So why must it be that I break everything I hold? Don't know what it takes to make it through the day. Though I'm standing here, let you walk away remains my greatest fear. I'd like to be a voice without a way, like a melody that floats above any wave. But I'm coming down just like a cannonball. Yeah, I'm coming down just like a cannonball. Now I believe that you are not yet free, but I've got this fear that I'm not either in my bones, you see. So we can only hope to hold the others strong, and in the arms of grace will be your love, will be your song. I'd like to be a voice without a way, melody that floats above any wave. I'd like to be a voice without a way, like a melody that floats above any wave. But I'm coming down just like a cannonball. Yeah, I'm coming down just like a cannonball. Can't you see that I love you so? So why must it be that I break everything I hold?
Butterfly dancing in the sky, spreading wings, flying high.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to map 2 of the Grand Finals. WNQ taking on the Prophets MLR. Mind you, the Prophets MLR already won map 1, which was Inferno. WNQ's map pick. Now they're on their map pick of Overpass. How do you see this one going down, Manoj?
I mean, I would say WNQ can get this. Looking at the starting on CD side, I think they should just hold on to their, like.
Ooh, a dicey jump peak now. The spam could have come in return. Grace. If he went down there, the B side would have gone down in mayhem. But he's reaggressing here. He wants to assert dominance. Tries to go for the headshot, but does get the tag out of Neo. And mind you, if Neo would have gone down there, that's a utility player going down. So a lot of money would have been wasted on that one frag. Nonetheless, they do get information. They do deaggress. They're not overstaying their welcome here. And the Prophets, rightfully so, have map control everywhere around the map. They're pressuring W and Q across. And now, with the push in towards B, the smoke in towards heaven as they come raining in from short. Xantic gonna be burning down, but he still gets the headshot. Oh, double headshot! Neo! It doesn't end up working in your favor. You cannot dodge all the bullets, and Grace finds Proto in too long. It's only left on a Raoul, but Kill hungry for the last frag. Can't net though. And that was just decimation at short. The entirety of Prophets just vanished. Raoul. It's gonna be good for one though. Xantic is low towards waters and he's trying to make this work. Kill falls as well. Xantic and Nate are so dead low. It's only gonna be on a Batura to tank the majority of the damage. We might see another ace here, Manoj. It just might be in for the serving. Goes over the white swing. This might be a reality now. 4 seconds left, 3 seconds left. WNQ, they did not need to take the fight. Perfectly played from Xantic there. Did not force the issue. But Raoul, he came this close to winning that one off.
I mean, I don't know why WNQ were taking fights. It was 5v1 and you had the C4 on site.
They lost a lot of good men in the process, and that means a lot of reinvestment will be coming in. WNQ. They've come in with a couple of rifles here.
I don't think rifles was necessary in this round. I mean, Prophets did not get a bomb
They didn't even get a bomb plan.
Exactly. Just get SMGs and farm up the money.
Exactly. Money, money, money. That's what they're looking to build up now. Nading towards mid. Protoss already down 31 points of health, and then Molotov will allow Q to de-aggress. Funneling them in through toilets and the flashing towards long will help them to pivot around this position. A 3-man defense into its B, into its A. Raoul, jump spot, Batura up close and personal. Again, cannot take that engagement at this range. Does not have head armor as well, which will be a huge issue. Because there are pistols on the opposing end which will be lethal at that range. Beautiful spam, he almost finds Sentry there. Down to 2 points of health and he's continuing it. Almost got that frag there. Oh my freaking god! Shit! I've not seen a shot that range with this gun. What the freaking hell was that? Batura does wide swing for a kill, but kill goes down and through connector. That means the B defense, it's gone. It's literally disappeared off the face of the earth. Neo can comfortably punch in the digits while his teammates try providing him with cover. Nate tagged down 30 points of health, but UMP actually doing work here, taking Xantic down to 55. Now this is where the pistols can deliver the finishing blow. Xantic reaggressing, Sentry is down, it's all left on a Raoul with the Glock. The P shooter, will be able to put good use with the P shooter is the question. Gets the first, now they tap the defuse, but little do they know the reaggression in from short. Raoul gets yet another. Xantic gonna reaggress on the back of that reload, and he will be able to get the clutch at the nick of time. But again, how many men did that cost? A crap ton. Again, this shot. Beep. And Grace is down. Commitment from the Prophets. They do not want any business with the AWP. It's going to be all rifles up on the board and a Krieg on NGU. Surprisingly, we have not seen much of Kriegs in this minor, which is something I was personally interested to see. The failed Molotov as well will not allow him to aggress. We're looking for control towards B short here, and considering that they already have toilets control, they're trying to push back the CT side as much as they can before they start committing to more utility. They want WNQ to be as dry and information deprived as they can. taking a fight that he really doesn't need to commit to. Falls back in the nick of time, and again, see what the Prophets have done to the entirety of WNQ. Now they can't take aggressive stances anywhere. Perfect utility usage coming in from them. 50 seconds left on the clock, and Nate holding a good off angle, but he actually falls! The spray a little too well that Neo capitalizes the man advantage for the T side as they will try to push in towards B. The smoke in through heaven, the bomb still towards T spawn, but the re-aggression, Grace, the XM almost lets him a frag, and re-aggression in through long. Neo is so dead low. This might just be the frag in return. NGU comes in with a refrag luckily, with a 3 versus 4. They have the bomb here. And positioning is going to be a problem for the CT side as they come rushing in towards A. It's only going to be Lord Bathura on the defense. He's going to take Sentry down to 3 points of health. If he had a little support there, the defense would have stood even stronger. The bomb still yet to make its way towards the A side. But the rotations has already touched doorstep. Xantic looking to reassert his dominance as he finds the frag. NGU is going to be very hard for him to de-aggress. Sentry does go down on the back of kill and kill. Perfect re-aggression from the off angle will net him the 3rd round on the board. And the Prophets, it's not looking all that great for them, is it? What do you think they need to change up here, Manoj?
This was a good round, but the C4 was dropped in T spawn, and they're 1 man down. I don't know why 2 players from A shot already had pushed in. So I don't know, a little more coordination maybe.
Perhaps they were trying to get a forward position, but again, in that circumstance, you do sacrifice a little bit in terms of numbers. And when the objective is not completely cohesive with the plan, it's not really the best decision that you can make. The Molotov perfectly plays. Xantic gets the refrag and he's holding the line for his team as he looks for the triple, but he goes down. 2 versus 3. He's done more than enough for his team to salvage the round. Mind you, Grace is playing very close and he's jumped in through waters. 2 versus 3. Neo holding the line. Why did he kill Aggress? A huge error. The advantage that the CTs have just disappeared. And now the Prophets are right back in the round. Neo holding another angle again. They're just peeking into him. He doesn't even have to do the work. Grace lucky to leave his life unscathed, but the perfect off angle being held. NGU walks into his crosshairs as now Neo left in a 1 versus 1. Will he come up clutch? Is the question. He does. The quad kill to put the first round on the board for the Prophets. WNQ. They cannot invest. And this is what I was talking about, Manoj. In the pistol round, in the follow-up round, the amount of men they lost, they were not able to build a sustainable economy, and now that's costed them. But Thor's going for the... Wait, what? They've gone for the force here? Again, not the conventional choice to make. Sentry. Initial damage dealt on the kill, but they need to be careful not feeding the pistols here. They need to play this as textbook as they can. Smoking to the side now. Neo, at least in the previous game, he was playing more of a lurker type of role. The same being done here, where he's trying to hold the defense in towards B while the rest of the teams try and go for map control at the other areas of the map. What Neo is essentially trying to do is he's trying to juke out reaction from the rest of the team with him not committing to any part of the map. Sentry falls straight to the juke as he goes down, and Nate should be going down in Neo at any moment. With this, the frags just come raining in. The B defense again flounders. Proto with the failing Molotov. Now that's a little sad to see, but Logbathura with the rotation onto heaven. Mind you, Proto's down to 15 points of health. What? Neo? That is questionable at the very best, but the deal shot doesn't really work out. All that Neo needs to do here is hold the line, and Raul, has he outplayed himself? No, he hasn't. Perfectly played. 1 versus 2 is all left on Bathura on the clutch. White swings with the USP, gets the first kill. He's setting himself up for the clutch, but he needs the headshot in return. Still has the scout, and Raul playing in from waters. It'll be CQC. Gets the kill. 3-2. The Prophets 1 round away from the equalizer. Due to that prior buy, WNQ is gonna be at a full eco. taking a gamble here. They tried to stack into its B, which is sometimes the right call to make. Again, you really can't do much in this round except for hoping that they'll just walk into your crosshairs. And in that situation, you really need the numbers advantage in your favor. With the numbers advantage, you can try to play mind games, you can juke around with your opponents, you can gang up on them. There's so many different aspects to this that can be achieved. Nade. Gets the initial headshot on a Neo, but now due to that, Profits knows exactly where to hit. Flans already coming in and they have aggressive angles posted up. Xantic, that's gonna refrag onto NGU, and now they have the option to save the AKs that they just took out of the hands of the Prophets. Will they do so? Proto open the line in through truck, takes low but throw it down as well, and quite frankly, they bit off more than they could chew there. Would have been better if they would have saved the AK, because that would have allowed for an early op to come out. Smoke on towards mid. Q, they want to get aggressive. Flash in, and again, the Prophets. They've been playing a stellar game so far. They just need to keep the job up. Complete control into its connector, so they have the rotation angles cut off, but Grace, with the boost, able to down Proto, and Neo falls as well, with Nate doubling up in through long. It's a disaster for the Prophets, as it's only going to be Sentry remaining. After commending them on a job well done in the past 3 rounds, they dropped the ball in this crucial round in that as well. But this would have allowed their economy to finally flourish. Now, it's going to be a hard ask, Sentry. Objective here needs to be damage. Grace. Going to be aggressive into short and Sentry. A little itchy on the trigger. Peeking into Grace, and Grace manages to survive on 7 points of health. Keeping WNQ in the lead. 4-3, the Prophets. Might have to just go for pistols yet again. The pistols out. The Prophets. They're rushing towards mid, and Kyo has a shooting gallery lying ahead in front of him, but he needs to be a little wary as they do come up close and personal. He's playing very tight angles here. Not really the most comfortable position for the CDs to play in, especially when they're alone. Kyo gets the double, and he's trying his best on the hole, but Sentry close landing with the deagle will be able to get Kyo down. The CDs have the man advantage, but Batura almost landing the collateral. They're missing the flick, but the USP is out, and the kill is in. 5-3. WNQ do it as clean as possible, losing only 1 man in the entire ordeal. And the Prophets, they've taken a timeout. What do you think they need to do here, Manoj? Aggression. They tried doing fast plays towards B, it didn't work out. They tried playing slow. They tried playing a little slow paced, but they're getting picked off single file.
Maybe sell out a fake. You know, I mean, you're saying they played fast plays towards B. Maybe get a Molotov towards Toxic and a smoke towards a side crossing on the bridge. And maybe send one player, sell a fake, you know, try it out, see how it works. I think they should just, honestly, I think they should just play off picks.
But it's WNQ right now that's doing most of the picking. In the majority of the rounds, WNQ run away with the early advantage. The investment is in a Krieg on a sentry. But I've never really seen him step up like he did yesterday. Ooh. For a second I thought it's going to be persona non grata material there, but that's end up getting damage in return due to the show of head. They're just waiting out to us be. Like you said, Manoj, they're playing completely passive here. They're looking for initial pickings, but they're simply not getting any. W and Q gonna be on a completely passive stance here, not taking any chances whatsoever. But didn't gonna kill, and now they can start try. Maybe go aggressive on the fake like you suggested. Chaos repositions smartly into its truck, and he has the backup for his teammate, but the push is in towards B, and Nate, he has to watch in two positions at one time, but he gets clotheslined. The Mac 10 up close and personal delivers him straight to his coffin as they do end up with the two-man advantage. WNQ gonna be a little late on the rotate, and my oh my Manoj, they might have just heard you from miles away. Because WNQ, they didn't know what hit them, but the Prophets, they knew exactly what to do. And it might just be better if they save the rifles now. Grace, still trying to contest, will be going down. Kill. Needs to escape with his life. And Batura with the AWP needs to keep the hope alive. Misses the AWP shot, tries to go with a pistol. And it leaves Kyo alone. 16 HP. Sentry gets caught off guard though. They know exactly where he is, and they should be able to down Raoul with the P90. Takes him by the head. 5-4. The Prophets trading close behind WNQ. And what would you say is the effect of the Krieg meta on a map like Overpass?
It's really good. I mean, most of the angles are pretty long range. You see A short, A long. There's just one narrow long range. Exactly. So I'd say it's really good, but I don't know why not many players are using it right now except NGU. But
Krieg, not for the first kill, but does push Batura on a more passive angle. Grace is going to be very quick for the rotate, and this is something that quite frankly scares me. W and Q, they might be susceptible for many fakes just due to this one fact. Q was already rotated in towards the B side, towards the A side, and Grace just came back from there. So they are susceptible to fakes here, and I hope that the Prophets might have gotten a read into this. Country utility disclosed. Lord Batura anchoring into his long, pivoting in from short. NGU goes down. Batura looking to re-aggress in through long, but he misses the shot. Might just not give up the angle here. Still holding it tight. Assume there's another player to the left. He gets yet another. Batura going ham with the AWPs. He gets the leg on a sentry, but he's down to 8 HP himself. Really hampered in his ability to take more engagement. But the repeat sentry is down, and he's taking care of business all by his lonesome. The white spin from kill, and it might just be another kill for Batura. Misses his shot, but he's done more than enough for his team to succeed. Kill with his re-aggression will be able to clear the doubts that it's not going to be the A-bomb side, and Nate will be able to confirm that speculation with the bomb being dropped at connector. It's only going to be left on a proto here. Good for the first, and mind you, Batura is so dead low. This is a possibility, but a fleeting one as well, because 5 seconds is all that's left on the clock. He needs to die, and he needs to die in the round time as Xantic. I'm not really sure why he pulled the trigger there. He could have waited for the time to expire and then shoot him, but 4-6 nonetheless. The Prophets fall prey to Batura's AWP, and in that situation they should have really relied on utility here. There was no smokes that blinded, there was no smoke that blocked Batura off, there was no flashes that pushed Batura to an inferior angle, there was no Molotov that forced him to be out in the open. He was just pivoting around cover, and he was able to make this work. Molotov into shot will do a significant amount of damage. Mind you, Neo still has a smoke, but he's I think he's having that eyed towards heaven. He doesn't want to dispose of it in that manner. And mind you, Raul has another smoke as well. Considering his position, he should be the one throwing the smoke in through sight, another smoke in through heaven, a Molotov in through toxic, and the flashes to help on the entry. Again, like you suggested, Manoj, it's a similar strategy, but instead of one that's working. Because the close range would do favor the pistols, but so far WNQ have been on point. Well, let's put that to the test. The Molotov set piece is in. Neo on the double entry with the Tech 9. Not something that they see every day. And Raul adding to the tally, making this an equal situation. The only thing is HP is a luxury that they don't have. And the nade, it does more than enough. Batura finds tricks in return. 1 versus 2. Raul, this is when a player needs to step up massive for his team. And Batura, he will spot the head before the body. Raul, he comes in with the spray trap. He gets the kill. Batura missing a massive shot. And Raul comes out massive on the clutch. Nice off angle from Q. They got a Raul. They are doing damage here. They're shelling out a couple of bullets into the head of Profits, but not really proving fatal. And mind you, they are on a force, but these weapons are more than enough to dismantle your buys. So the Profits need to be a little wary, and Proto just walking into party. Sadly didn't get invited for one, so it showed the way out. And Q being more than just an usher, being the janitor, sweeping the floor clean of the terrorists. 3 versus 5. And now the desperate play towards B comes in yet again as Nate. Gonna be the sole defender, the rotation. A decent bit away. The smoke will divide them. And now the T's get a chance. NGU actually burns them alive, and now it's a huge problem. WNQ, when it looked like they were on the verge of winning the round, Neo and Sentry just changed things on their head. Give him a minor aneurysm as well. Q, not gonna find the first frag. Not really sure why that smoke was intended to land, but he uses it for the heck of it. Neo, perfect angle being held. Q getting aggressive, finds the first frag on a Sentry, but he has to hold the diffuse here. No kit. Neo capitalizes. 6-6. Does not pick up the AWP. Now that's surprising. What would you say is the use of an AWP on the T side of overpass?
I'd say it is viable when if you get a mid pick or connector pick. I mean, it's a free mid control if you get a pick towards connector or mid with an op. So possibly it could be the opper peeking from the CT side. You can down him.
Exactly. But the Profits, they should not drop the ball here and shatter their dreams, because when it forces to a map 3, especially Dust 2, anything's on the table. Control into its connector, hard fought for, but Batura with the Max 7 stepping up, taking Sentry down. Now they know that 2 players are into its connector. That might just prompt them to hit the push towards either side. Try finding wherever they get the entry, they will need to commit or try to make a play based off that. Peeking through, Proto spots one, but he's not able to down him. Kill. Lucky to de-aggress in the nick of time with the recommitment. He's blind as a bat, Proto. There was only a limited amount of things he could have done there. Raul, realizing that he's in the midst of something really hot, he needed to get out of there, and he did. They are at a 2-man disadvantage, mind you, but it's still possible for them to claw their way back if they do play this one in unison. Making their way down connector. Now they will give away a little bit of sound, and look at this, the rotation already coming in from WNQ. 3-man posted up in towards the B side. It's gonna be a brawl. They have a couple of smokes here at their disposal. They have a couple of Molotovs as well, so they can set up the default smokes and enter the side. They do not need to commit for this in a haphazard way. Batura should be mollied off at any moment. Are they going for a contact play here? Choosing not to use utility. Now that's a very iffy move. Batura First line of contact, that's a decent bit of damage, and now it's up to the pistols to finish off the job. Batura swinging wide for the last kill as it's only 6 seconds left. Raul trying his best, gets the spray transfer in the nick of time, but there are just too many men and too less time to take the men down. 7-6. W&Q post up the 7th round on the board, but in all honesty, Profits already have 6 rounds. They win an extra round, that'll just be a comfort. That'll just be a soft pillow along with a bed, because they already have a good scoreline for the first half in the final stages, and even if it does end 9-6, they did good. Not an issue for the second half whatsoever. Again, an aggressive angle held by Q, but he's being clotheslined here. Raul with the Tech 9 at that range. So fast, so lethal, and Batura might fall victim to it as well. The jumping shot from Sentry. He doesn't give 2 hoots about how the running accuracy is. He's just going to use it against you. Grace gets the first round on a Proto, and now the backlines is covered. W&Q, they're trying to corner and box in Profits, but they're just going to fight in return. The spray around. Grace finds that kill down to 2 HP though, and suddenly the numbers start favoring the CT side on the push. Sentry actually down by his own teammate there. Neo takes him down, but there's only 2 HP left on Grace, and he's able to finish off the job. Again, when slow plays doesn't work out, they just hit the pedal to the metal, and the Tech 9s do more than enough to deliver the fatal blow. And the scary part here is, Manoj, W&Q might end up losing the half 7-8. If the Profits get the last round on the board, it'll be more than just a good half for them. Push in. Grace gets the initial headshot, and the Profits are crumbling now. Neo sprayed in on the other side of the smoke, and this just went from good to borderline fine. Anyway, they did end the half with 7 rounds, so I guess it's no biggie. Would you have it any other way? No? Oh. Seven to 8. Profits did more than enough on the first half. The second that has to be there is W&Q. They have a decent amount of utility on their belt. 2 smokes, 4 flashes, aggressive control into connector. Again, I've never really seen this utility set up in towards A, but it does seem like a good one as a flash is in from mid, which will help the Profits de-aggress in the nick of time. They do not need to brunt the majority of this damage, but Raul set up in a good position, gets the first, looking for the second kill. That's a utility player. If he goes down, it's a huge problem, and he doesn't. 3 versus 4, the number favoring the T side for now. Kill needs to dispatch of that smoke, but it's overshooting it. I think it just landed at the edge there. 3 versus 4, and NG, you do have a kit. So they are in this round, but they need to start getting on the retake effort anytime soon. Proto and Gang gonna be initiating the retake, and NGU does have a defuse kit. They can just take the defuse. NGU, why is he taking the fight? He actually comes up on top of the fight. Grace goes down, putting the smoke atop the bomb, and he gets yet another one. Kyo Kia, that's what his teammates must be asking as Sentry re-aggresses, and how has the hold crumbled? A 4 versus 3 favoring the T side post plan on the A side, and they still managed to lose that. What happened there, Manoj?
I think this is committed to their over peaks, you know. I think
individual fights.
Exactly. I think it was Grace fighting towards long. It shouldn't have gone down.
Oh no. W&Q giving away a very important round now. If you were W&Q, how would you see coming back into this situation?
I mean, they did get a plant. Eco this one out and play for the gun round, you know.
They do have a couple of pistols up on the board, and it does seem like a connector rush is what's underway. And Neo, a very, very cheeky off angle. He might just mow them down on the entry, and the MP9s, they shut the door closed. The T side's not welcome at the bathrooms as they're flushed out. It's only Grace remaining, but there's no saving Grace in this. Raul downs it, and the MP9s, they just chew them like they're gum. Oh, WNQ, they've done something that they really shouldn't have. That's feed into the SMGs. The CT side farmed up 3 grand in that round, and that's gonna really help boost their economy. WNQ, they have the buy coming in, but not really a great one. 3 smokes, a single Molotov, and a couple of flashes. Might be a desperate rush into its B as they're setting up for one. Kyo coming in from connector. They're looking to split B from short and long, and they're slowly going to gain short control, but they need a little progression into connector for that. Profits. They're playing very aggressive in through short, so what they're essentially going to do is, even if they do commit to the B side, they're going to keep short control under their belt and hold out for rotations. They don't need a commit, or even if they do want to come in, they can go on the immediate back lines. They have a lot of windows of opportunities here, and it's on to WNQ to dot their I's and cross their T's. They're boiling down the clock here. 3 smokes, a couple of flashes remaining. And the Profits still choosing to play passive on the A side, and they've given up control towards B short. They're going to be brunting their way outside Monster, and well, they might just walk into a Monster in that process. Proto gets the initial frag, but the nade from Raul is going to be decent. It actually overshoots its mark, but the MP9 certainly lethal. Gets the ding, but not the kill. Grace coming in from short, needs the aggressing through, get the players cleared in through water as he gets all 2. Luckily, the refrag is in from NGU, though, but needs to wait for reinforcements as the bomb is dropped inside the site. Kill coming in from short, and NGU already expecting this play. The bomb dropped outside in the open. The transfer comes in, but a little too ambitious. Neo, perfect timing on the peak, puts Profits up at double digits. And WNQ, that was not the way they envisioned that going. Again, what would you even think that their strategy was there, Manoj? They had only a little bit of utility, 3 smokes, a Molotov, and nothing much to work off of. Even positioning wasn't their best friend in that situation. Taking control into its mid, but Raul is not aware of party. Still kind of weird. And they do manage to give the AWP over to Kyo, and the Diva might just get yet another. Oh my goodness, Nate! Proto, decimated close range sentry, finally comes in with a refrag. He might just double up here, and he does. Xantic gives away what Nate did. That is, give them a man advantage. And now, playing off a man equalizer here, but that does favor the T side for now. Even though they have only 1 gun to work off of, it is the AWP. Just walking their way here, and Neo is going to be ready for the push is a question. There is an AWP on the opposing end. He cannot go for the wide swing. Spots the shadow. Premature bulleted might end up causing him to get a bullet through his head. Down 6 HP. All that Kyo needs is a bullet, but he's gonna get bulleted in return. Luckily, Batura comes up with the back lines, but NGU there to support his teammate when they needed it the most. 11-8. The Profits, they're widening the margins now. WNQ, if they lose this round, you can consider that the semi-finals is almost lost. The finals, grand finals, my bad. Flash in. They want to get aggressive in through mid here, but I'm not really sure if Xantic will be ready for this. Running down, Xantic falls, and with that aggressive position, they might just be baited in for a push into its B. They have aggressive control of B shot, mind you, and it's only NGU, the sole defender of the B site. Lord Batura, this is the time he needs to step up. The Molotov from Nate will force the Profits in an aggressive angle. Again, that Molotov is a very questionable one because it either pushes the CTs back or front. And if they're in the front line, you need to have the firepower to deal with that, which is the main problem for WNQ. They're not been able to get the opening frags in the majority of the rounds. NGU has the rifle, needs to step up for the free, gets the first real round, drops Lord Batura, and slowly the momentum is being lost by the T side as they're losing men at the same time. It's only Kyo remaining, and Raul will be more than comfortable. Oh my goodness, with the 5-7 he goes for the wide swing. Who needs an AWP? 8-12. WNQ, they're losing a lot of air now. They don't have so many rounds to play with, and they don't have money to play with as well. Another force? Do you think that's even justifiable?
I don't think they should have forced here. I mean, they don't have enough economy. If they lose this round, I think they're down 14-8.
Exactly, it'll be backs against the wall, and not really a very welcoming wall in that as well. It'll be a grim wall filled with taunts and bruises. First strike does come in, but the re-aggression sprays them down, takes Grace down to 3 HP as well, but that only puts a man equalizer. The nade will do more than enough to take Grace down, but there's still a possibility here. A fleeting one in that, a 2 versus 3. NGU gets the frag on his anti, leaving Lobathura in a 1 versus 2, but Rahul, coming in from Warriors, will be able to claim the refrag. But my goodness, Proto, massive with the spray. And this is just luck not favoring WNQ today. In all honesty, they could have coordinated that push even better. With the flashes coming on top of the roof, it does blind the player playing close as well. So they could have considered that. But again, it's very uncoordinated, especially on this map. At least with Inferno, it looked like they were going for more ballsy plays. It looks like they were going for gambles. It looks like they were going for plays that nobody would expect. Smoking through mid. He will try to take control away from WNQ in this situation. Pushing up connection now, this might end up working in their favor. They're trying to take this close range, and that's exactly where Neo and Raul is playing. With the AWP, this is not the best situation for an operator to be in. Is he going to get the first? He does, but there's so many players coming up close. And present with no scope, it doesn't land. The 5-7 is out, but there's only so much the 5-7 could do. Neo, I think on the back of that smoke, he might just walk in a bullet and nade his where? How did he anticipate that? Perhaps expecting a push into connector, but still getting the kill. Now that was not supposed to happen. And how have Proto dropped so low? The hero of the previous round, he's the martyr now. They'll be able to get the bomb plant here, but 2 versus 4. Do they even consider this a retake? They should go for the save. Look at the money. Sentry is down at 215. NGU is down at 1,300. It's not even a possibility. They need to save these weapons here. NGU. The boost, good for the first. Now they should just count their losses and call it a day. They're gonna commit now. Kyo's gonna get the first kill. Sentry should be falling at any moment. There we go. Finally bites the dust. And another one gone. 13-9. WNQ coming so close to an equalizer. Question 3 short. Xanti gets the first, and again they're up against me. Wait, what the hell? Okay. Do you think this is tactical?
Maybe it was a missed buy, you know. I mean, why go for an M249?
I think he might have just been trying to select some of the shotguns and might have clicked 5 by mistake. M249? You know, that gun is what, 5,200 if I'm not wrong?
Yep.
Didn't even get a kill. So yeah, money well spent. Economy 101, kids. Rule number 1, do not buy an M249. It's not PUBG, it's CSGO. WNQ on double digits here. trying to close the margins, the profits. Their economy has been suffering, but they have taken the rational choice here. They've gone for the eco, so they will be able to invest in the next round. And in all honesty, I expected a decimation, so the profits, they really shouldn't be all that disappointed now. Grace coming in from connection now. He should be the care package, because you really cannot afford to have a man going down here. You need to have a refrag set up, because it's a very enclosed position, and Neo re-aggressing will be able to get the refrag. If he collects the gun, he will be in a good position to wreak havoc. And they do hear everything that's happening in towards A. Raul is positioning himself into toilets. They can go for the rotate, and they might be able to deal with this as well. Smoke in through mid, and yeah, this should be the round done and dusted. Nate catches Raul off at toilets, and it's only going to be on Neo, but Neo should really consider a save. He has a defuse kit, he has a CZ, he has some utility, all which will be useful in the next round. And what would you say the profits need to do differently here?
I mean, they're just getting picked off. I mean, use better utility. Molly off their pushes, hold it off. That's gonna win them rounds.
Use better utility, Manoj says, but let's see if the profits will be able to step up on their utility game, because in the few rounds where they did have utility, it looked impressive. Their molotovs were well timed, their flashes looked good, their smokes worked out in separating the offense. Now is the turn where the profits have a difficult decision to make. Do they end this here and now, or do they give WNQ a fighting chance? They're forced out the AWP on a Raul. Surprisingly not a double up setup. Do you think a double up setup would be bad in this situation?
I'd say yes. I mean, look at how WNQ are playing. They're just barging in. So, rifles with utility is better than a op with no utility.
Well, let's hope they put the utility to good use, because of the op, Proto's not able to buy any. It's going to be Raul the majority of the utility. It's going to be anchoring it in towards A long. Not finding any success. Still used to the smoke for some odd reason. He aggresses. They have control into his short here, and the profits. You've seen that they've fallen completely passive now. They don't really think that the aggression is the way to go, and Sentry, he finds the opening frag in towards B short, and they're re-aggressing, they're retaking the boost Q. Is he aware of this? I think he spotted the boost, but he's not able to capitalize, sadly. Has to see dismantled. WNQ. Man down. How do they respond? The Prophet's playing completely passive. Smoking through bridge. Bomb and the teammates not really in the best position that he can think of. They're all very split. They're trying to poke at different segments of the map. Proto, aggressing it through long, and he drops the bomb. Worst case scenario, 10 seconds left. If he gets this frag, it's done. WNQ spreading their offense way too thin. And the heavy work being done by Proto. And that widens the scoreline here, 14-11. A double op setup on the T side. Manoj, this is borderline insanity. What have WNQ done? How will they make the double op work? The spam through the smoke doesn't work. Oh my freaking god! How do they do this on such a consistent basis? Shots through the smoke, random spams, freaking jumping shots with the D. You never know what's gonna come your way.
Classic Chennai CS.
Whew. The man advantage, the Prophets, they try to play aggressively in through connector. Doesn't really favor them all that much. Proto's having a nice off angle though, and he will allow rotations towards A little faster. And Neo should already be on the rotation. Not really sure why he's jumping on his teammates that exact position. Weird nuance, I suppose. Raul. Just solo hold in towards A. Gonna reaggress on the back of that smoke, and now a lot of flashes come raining in as the T's. They have the bomb committed towards the A site. The flash after flash, but nobody going on the peak. W and Q, they need to have momentum on their end if they want to make this one work. Proto aggressing in through connector will be able to get the first frag, and the hold, it might just work out in their favor. NGU gonna be on the rotate. Wow, he misses a crucial shot. Neo falls towards truck. This is the worst case scenario for them now. Xantic punching in the digits, and Kyo adding to the death toll is just decimation again across the board. But this time the Prophets really allowing this to happen, not landing their shots, holding their angles but not able to find a frag. Xantic extending it, gets another frag, is left all on a Proto, and he should be able to net him as well. 12-14, and this is just individual blunders coming out from the Prophets. Again, classic BM here. Really doesn't like him. I doubt we'll have a handshake after the match, but let's hope. To 14, the Prophets. They want to win the grand final. They better close it out now. I've seen other finalists where Go Figure comes to mind. Go Figure versus Yati in the Chennai minor, ironically, where Yati did iconically choke away the grand finals and give it away to Go Figure in a golden platter. Prophets, they need to be very wary as to not let that happen. Nice advantage for the Prophets, but mind you, weaponry is going to be at an all-time low, and the commitment towards B is being done at the perfect moment. The first frag comes this way. Proto overcommitting. Will they expect sentry here? Yes, they do. Instantly downs him, and the plan will come in. How much damage will the Prophets be able to do is the question. You'd consider setting Raul on the save. Neo doing a lot of damage through the smoke, taking Xantic down to 6 points of health. Kill. The tap NGU down. Raul was coming with a refrag, but now they know exactly where he's playing from. Kill. Able to down Neo in from heaven as he turns around. Has back up in the form of Lord Batura to get the final kill. 14-13. WNQ coming real close to an equalizer and potentially trying to push it to map 3. WNQ have all the utility they want to work with in the world, but the same can't be said about the Prophets. Only a smoke, 2 flashes, and a nade. In this situations, you'd prefer to go aggressive. How will the Prophets deal with this is the question. Again, this is the all-important round. It's either the Prophets taking this to map match and tournament point, or WNQ forcing a map 3. Very passive setup from either team. They do not want to give away any air whatsoever. Flash into us long. WNQ, they're going for slow-paced map control here. But do you think that's what will win them the game? What do you think, Manoj? How do you think they should have approached the situation differently? Do you think a slow-paced map control basis is what they need right now, or how do you think that you would have approached this?
I mean, I don't blame them. Should be knobs hitting them. So they tried barging in towards B, and it did not work out for them. You saw Rahul just
Decimate
them. Exactly. So
kill. So I'm going to be entering into its B, and it's trying to buy distraction for the hit towards A, but that doesn't really work out in the favor as Neodric doubles up. Zatek tries his best to make work with the little he had, but Raul with the AWP is a force too formidable for him to overcome. 15-13, and that is going to be Profits sitting on map, match, and tournament point. WNQ, the last hopes in the tournament, and it's going to be all rifles up on the board. They're gonna take this one CQC, potentially fast-paced. At least that's what the rifles will suggest. Again, they've played very slow. They're spreading themselves all across the map. And right now, you just consider a fast-paced play. You need something to change things up because the refrags simply just do not go your way.
Exactly.
Even the entries don't go your way. You try to sell a fake, but the fake is already sold out before you know it. And this is exactly what I'm talking about. They expect the aggression and they counter it as well. Every single move that WNQ do, the Profits, they're a step ahead. And there's nothing WNQ can do about it. Again, the age-old question comes into the picture yet again. Winners never quit, but what if you're not a winner? You become a quitter?
I don't think so. I mean, they got this far.
Yeah, exactly. So it doesn't really make sense. I'm talking about the name, not the game. But exactly. And GU, alongside his comrades, will be able to clean up the aggression in through short. And it's just...
GG.
Yeah, the end is near. And Nate knows it as well. Nothing you can do, mate. Take a good catch rate. That's all you can hope for, perhaps. 16-13, and that's going to be, ladies and gentlemen, it's going to be Team Profits to be your champions of the ILG Cup Season 3 Kochi Minor happening down at Woot Gaming. Before we do go off for the day, a quick shout out to our sponsors to make the tournament possible. Title sponsor Alienware Power Logitech G, associate sponsor Nestle Multimedia and Casper Ski, GP partner Galax, energy drink partner Monster Energy. That is going to be it for us today. The Kochi Minor has come to a close. Do tune in next week when we'll have another minor happening, both of Dota and CSGO. If I'm not wrong, it is the Blitz Minor happening at Bangalore. So, machas, come into the action. Until then, it's OG behind the mic and Black in production saying goodbye. Take care. Have a nice weekend.
make it through the day. Though I'm standing here, let you walk away remains my greatest fear. I'd like to be a voice without a way, like a melody that floats above any waves. But I'm coming down just like a cannonball. Yeah, I'm coming down just like a cannonball. Now I believe that you are not yet free, but I've got this fear that I'm not either in my bones, you see. So we can only hope to hold the others strong, and in the arms of grace will be your love, will be your song. I'd like to be a voice without a way, melody that floats above any wave. I'd like to be a voice without a way, like a melody that floats above any wave. But I'm coming down just like a cannonball. Yeah, I'm coming down just like a cannonball. Can't you see that I love you so? So why must it be that I break everything I hold?
Butterfly dancing in the sky, spreading wings, flying high. Colors reflect into your eyes, lush